And we're back, baby. Saturday morning. You know what it is. All right. Happy Saturday, y'all. We got a little legs benedict to kick off our day. Here we go, here we go. Oh, Shapes, what's up, man? How are you? Good morning. How was your week? How are you? Oh, the background, do I want some red in or like the one I sent you? Let me take a look one more time. All right, let's take a look. I mean, with what you sent, I mean, I feel like without the red in the background probably looks fine, right? Because then I feel like maybe the logo stands out a bit more. What do you think? I mean, I trust your creative ideas, so I'm curious what you think as well. Hoping to catch you this morning. I mean, well I'm curious, Shapes, what you think. And will I be around after the stream? I will do my best. Saturday mornings are, I don't want to say tough, but it's just after my wife, is with the kids all week, I try and, go be dad mode and everything and help. I mean, I'll do my best. Like I can probably pull stuff up on my phone, but I'm not going to. Yep, I see the clip. I think you are right. Resent the last clip. Yep, I will do it in blue as probs best. Yeah, I think it looks really good, man. I think it looks really good. I got a question for you. So there's the there's the 1 star at the bottom. What are your thoughts on the bottom star? And the version you sent, I think, looks really good. I really like it. Oh, I gotta move this a little closer. It's whatever I want. I guess I'm trying to, not make you feel like you have to do too much work here. I mean, I do like I'm looking at the clip one more time. I think the stars at the top look good. I don't know how much I dig just kind of the bottom star towards, I don't know why I'm saying the bottom star towards the bottom. So I would be curious what it would look like just without that star down there. Sorry, I'm trying to talk and do some mobility and stretching at the same time. You can remove it? Okay, well, thank you. Ugh. Oh man, I'm so glad it's the weekend though. Holy cow. But man, I think it looks really, really good. Thank you for all the work that you've put in. I really like it. Dude, the workouts have been good, man. It's been an interesting and kind of predictable adjustment going back to work and stuff. Dude, look at that emote, it's so good. Thank you so much for making it. That was me doing a Final Fantasy 14 cat girl dance is where that's from. But going back to work and then, still getting up early. So basically it's alarm goes off at 5. I kind of snooze it, get out of bed at 5:30. Eat, listen to some music, try and wake myself up a bit, start training around 6:30, end just before 8. Full day of work, right into dad mode, kids go to sleep, and then by the time it's like 8 o'clock, dude, I'm just exhausted. And yeah, man, it's been tough for sure, trying to juggle and balance everything, but it's also, and I don't know if I was talking with you about it, or maybe I was talking to Sia about it, but I would, if I don't get up so early to train, I probably wouldn't do it just because of how hectic and crazy work is and stuff. Thankfully I work remote, so like I don't have a commute or anything, which also helps significantly, but yeah, it's, by like 8 o'clock, dude, I'm fried, which is why the main YouTube channel uploads have kind of slowed, but we've been publishing VODs and stuff over there from the workouts, which has been good, and at least that's kind of keeping the channel active and growing a bit. But I think next week, once we really fall back into a rhythm with work and all this stuff, I'll be able to find time to keep editing actual videos and getting back into that process. So we'll figure that out as well, but we're doing the best we can with our crazy schedule. So yeah, dude, then we had some crazy audio issues for a while where everything would be synced up and then everything was very much not synced up. But it's much better now. I figured out what the problem was. So yeah, but it's been good, man. That was like the most long-winded answer to, you go, how are the workouts? And I'm like, hey, let me tell you my life story real quick. And all the crazy shit that's going on. But yeah, that's about it. How are you? Oh, dude, Shapes, thank you for the resub. I appreciate that. Thank you, man. All right. So in typical legs benedict fashion, we're gonna be hitting our belt squats, as always, main compound movement for our quads, mimicking a squat pattern or, like a leg press or a hack squat. Obviously you'd be more at an angle, but this is what we got. 2 sets. We're pushing the reps per set in this part of the training block. So instead of doing 6 to 8 or 8 to 10, we're actually pushing into 10 to 12 territory. So we're going to keep the same weight we were doing last week for sets of 10. We're just dropping a set off, but we're adding 2 reps each set. So, working sets this week are going down. Total reps are going to be comparable, but also a tad bit lower. And then next week, we will add a set and maybe increase the weight depending on how things move today. We will just have to wait and see. But this is another check in the, hey, you should be logging and tracking your workouts column to make sure you're actually training hard and pushing yourself. So that's kind of what we got on the docket to kick things off. Then we'll do some stupid split squats for a couple sets. We'll do some leg extensions. We'll do some hamstring curls. Pretty, yeah, my cat girl spin. That's fun. Yeah, man, dude, without logging, how do you know what you did the week before? And spending all this time out here training, might as well know what you did the week before, because what gets measured gets improved is an expression. I don't know if it's the expression, but that is a thing some people say. But we will just start getting warmed up. Oh, man. But dude, what do you got going on this weekend? What's on your agenda? Sorry, work's been crazy. But like you said, work is work. We can't really get out of it, unfortunately. But man, a couple weeks, or maybe a month and a half ago, the Powerball was like $1 something billion, maybe more. And man, how cool would it have been to have won that? Not have to wake up and go to work. All right. Here we go. Not too loud. Okay. All right. Oh. There's one. And we'll just keep on keeping on. Oh, there we go. Rest weekend, little gaming. Oh, you're getting rid of your old trailer, nice. That'll be good. Some guy I was watching put steps on each side and did this with weights. I don't know what you mean. Put steps on each side? Mix up our angle just a smidge. Do you mean like a kind of like a foot plate, like a slanted plate? You know those workout steps. Dude, I have no idea what you're talking about. A workout step. I am unfamiliar. I'm sure it's probably something super obvious and I'm just not understanding. The workout you just did, yes. The belt squat. I'm tracking. I know what you mean. The workout we just did. So he did it standing on steps. Oh, gotcha. I see what you mean. Okay. Yes, I've seen people do it where like, instead of obviously having this like huge contraption, you can put like 2 boxes on either side and then stand on, either side of the box with, like a dip belt or just with like a dumbbell hanging between your legs and do them that way. I know. Now I know what you mean. I think. You're like, no, MeatHaus, that's like not even what I mean at all. Like, dude, you're still just way wrong. All right. Here we go. Okay. We will just keep the weight going up. Oh. Oh. So this is what, 160. And I think we've got 185 as our working weight for this. Let me check. Yeah, 185 is what we're gonna do. Okay. Sorry, I'm just looking at my good old spreadsheet, trying to see what our, so 100, and then I think we'll do 90. Actually, we'll do 85, and then 100 for there. Okay. Just trying to keep our spreadsheet up to date. So, dude, love that bicep emoji. Or emote. Emoji? Emote? You get it. Oh. Dude, how's Tomb Raider? Are you still playing it or did you beat it? I've been seeing a Mega Bonk getting some traction on. That's Crew's bicep? Dude, he's jacked. Holy cow. Man, that's a jacked arm. Wow. Oh, nice. New season of Once Human. That's cool. That's really cool. Oh. I've been eyeing Hades 2. I loved Hades 1, and I'm eyeing that Mega Bonk game. Looks pretty cool. And seems like a good Steam Deck. Oh, I hope I'm assuming it works on Steam Deck. But it seems like it would be a good Steam Deck game for when I'm just hanging out with my wife and she's watching 90 Day Fiancé and all that other stuff. All right. Whew. There we go. Okay, so we're done warming up. We'll throw, dude, when this light hits my forehead looks so shiny. We'll put a 25 on, and that'll be our working weight for today. So this gets us to 185 plus whatever the loading pin weighs, which is like not much. So I don't count it. Oh, It's Crew Jiggle. That's a good one too. They have a fall sale on Steam. Yeah, I saw that. The problem with the fall sales is, like most people, dude, the backlog just keeps on growing. And I just beat the campaign in Borderlands 4. And so now it's all like the end game stuff that I'm working through and like trying to min-max my character. So I'll probably keep up that for a while, and then maybe for the like Christmas sale and stuff, or like Black Friday, I'll see what I want to scoop up. So we will see. Oh, Sia, what's good? Woo, woo, woo. Ah. Hello, Sia. What's up, man? How are you? Happy Saturday night. Dude. all the Ooh, kill him. Ooh, kill him. He can't be stopped. Okay. We're done with that. I'm good, man. I'm good. We're just doing a little legs benedict. We just finished warming up. Now we're getting our 2 working sets in, and yeah. Oh, James Chris. Well. Say his name and he appears. It's James Chris and he is here. Good to see you, James Chris. Hope you're doing well. Sia, sorry you had a heavy case, but hopefully, dude, you're able to relax and unwind this evening. You know, maybe play a little Peak, maybe a little Pokemon Platinum, all that good stuff. So, all right, first working set. Again, we're going for 10 to 12, trying to keep as much of the tension in our quads and build some tree trunk legs if we can. All right, here we go. Come on. Oh, come on, one more. Oh, okay. I mean, hopefully those looked better than they felt, because those felt pretty tough, especially like the last, like 4. Sheesh, man. Oh, dude, James Chris, good to see you, man. How you been? Whew, thanks for stopping by on this lovely Saturday. I hope you had a good week. Very glad it's the weekend. Oh my gosh. Been a long couple days, so. Whew. Dude. Shapes, the new emotes are incredible, so thank you. Especially the kitty cat. Meow. Dude, the MeatHaus committee. Exactly. Welcome to the meat market. What are you buying? It's like the Resident Evil 4 crossover. What are you buying? There you go. Dude, there he is. Burr, burr, burr. Bowser's Big Bean Burrito. Burr, 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 burr. Those are our rap horns going off. Dude, eggplant emoji. Love it. There's so much you missed. Dude, James Chris, lots happened, I guess, since we saw you last. But, things are good. Things are good. Did I get a new haircut? I just haven't had a haircut. That's the main thing. I was, we're normally a hat guy. And then since starting up work again, I have to, put a little pomade in it, style it up a bit, and then, when I wake up, I just have crazy bedhead, and I just, brush it back a little, and this is what we're working with. All this lettuce, so. No haircut. I guess the change is no hat, and the lack of haircut is leading to what you see here. So, all right, we're gonna get our feet set for our last set. So again, we're going for 12. First set got a little dicey, I'd say. This one, again, trying to keep all the tension in our quads. Build some, the belt is in kind of a weird spot. Build some, hopefully some beefy legs. All right, here we go. Come on. Oh. Oh. One more, come on. Don't be a bitch, come on. Ugh, fuck. Ugh, all right. Oh, my foot's cramping. Oh, the arch of my right foot. Oh, man. You're running out of lion references? Yeah, I mean, the lion does not concern himself with the opinions of, whatever. You get the phrase. Shapes, dude, the new PC is good, man. It's doing what it's supposed to do, which is, hosting the stream and everything and helping us, Oh, I'm so out of breath. Oh my God. It's doing its job. Hosting the stream also allows us to multi-stream, so we got that going too. So that's been good. And then we just had some Sia knows. We had some audio issues for a couple days. I tried overlaying the full chat from here in YouTube into one thing, and then the audio would desync after like 45 minutes, no matter what I did. So we made the executive decision to scrap the combined chat overlay. And I actually think it's against Twitch's terms of service to show other chats or something. So for now anyways, that's on pause. I might just bring Twitch chat as an overlay, because I mean, we don't get many chatters on YouTube yet anyways, so there's probably no real reason to merge them at this point, but maybe in the future. And then I found some royalty-free music that we'll be getting set up too. So we have a little background camera, or background music, I should say. Zayn from One Direction? I'm unfamiliar. Zayn, One Direction. Let's see. Oh, he's got some lettuce. There we go. Handsome guy, I'll take the compliment. Oh, yeah, I mean, Equips is like our sole, I don't want to say like regular, but he's like our guy on the YouTube side who, when he shows up, it's cool, but he's mostly a YouTuber, a YouTube viewer, I should say. So I think we'll, instead of doing the joint restream chat combined thing, I'll just do a Twitch chat overlay. So that way, everybody feels included. So that'll be a this weekend, probably tomorrow project. I'll do a test stream and try and figure all that stuff out. And then we'll dial in our background music as well. So you guys don't just hear me out of breath and wheezing into the camera or into the microphone the whole time, which I know is like the best ASMR content you guys are looking for, but also would fill the dead air just a little bit when I'm like setting up dumbbells and stuff. That could be just some trance music, just, and that'll be good. So yeah. Because the music I would want to play will get copyright struck. So yeah. Shapes exactly. Except instead of, you know, horns up, head banging, it's more like Tina from Bob's Burgers with my dance moves. So. Oh yeah, yeah. We'll make a YouTube video that's, you know, gym ASMR sounds to fall asleep to, and it's just grunting and metal plates clanging against each other. That'll be good. Huge viewership for that kind of stuff. So we'll get that going. I'll do the like. Here, we'll be like, okay, we'll do one of these. Like, hello, my MeatHaus enjoyers. Wow. Oh, nice. We'll get some of that stuff going. That's the ASMR content that you can expect. But we have, so we did hack squats 185 for 12. I think those are both rep PRs. So we will take that, and now we have, not gonna lie, chills down your spine. Dude, it's working. That was the whole goal. Could you imagine? Maybe one of these, one stream, instead of being in fitness and health, will join the ASMR category just to see what happens. And that'd be fun. Whoops, there you go. 30, 40, 45. So I know I'm slightly off screen here from all the clanging and stuff that you hear. This is me setting up our adjustable dumbbells so we can do some split squats, which you guys know are probably my least favorite exercise. And they're very difficult and they get me very out of breath, but they're awesome quads, but because they're so difficult, I only ever do 2 sets. For things like this, for like split squats specifically, because they're so, one, physically demanding, they're very difficult, especially higher reps. Like I get pretty out of breath doing these, my heart gets racing, but also they're mentally fatiguing as well because it's a unilateral exercise, meaning we're doing one leg, then we're doing the other leg. So keeping track of, 12 reps on each leg is, it's tough. And the combination of physically difficult, mentally difficult. I don't want to do, too many sets, really. Like I would never do 4 sets of these because by the end of the second set, like I'm spent, I'm fried. And the level of effort I would put into sets 3 and 4 goes down pretty significantly. So for something like this, 2 sets, 10 to 12, excuse me. And we'll take pretty good rest in between the first and the second sets to kind of let my heart rate die down. But yeah, these are just a beating to get through. They're very difficult. But we have to embrace doing hard things. So. Dude, you guys are just roasting me. My calves are looking bigger, no more chicken legs. Dude, you know who keeps me humble? My wife also said, hey, she doesn't call me MeatHaus, but she goes, hey, your calves are looking bigger. And I was like, wow, what a compliment. And then sometimes we have, stairs that go up to the second floor in our house. And every once in a while, on the bottom step, I'll just randomly, bang out a set of like 20 calf raises or something. And then our daughter will come up and she'll go, no, Daddy, no calf raises. I'm like, baby, you don't get it. I've got these tiny legs, so I have to. But, our quads are looking pretty good, I'd say. We've got, not a terrible set of legs. They're getting better, but I appreciate you guys keeping me humble. Can't let my, can't let ego go to my head. So, I can't have you guys and you know, my wife and kids saying my calves are looking better. That'd be too much. All right. Here we go, first set. Oh, fuck. Okay, we're only doing 10. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, man. Oh. Yeah, no slacking around here. Exactly. Exactly. Oh. Ooh. See, and this is why right now, background music would be awesome. So you don't just hear me wheezing. And we'll back that up just a bit. There we go. Oh. All right. We'll get this guy, whoops, over here. So I can see what's going on. Dude, weather's actually pretty nice, Shapes. I think, what do we got today? We've been like mid 80s, which hasn't been terrible. So today, high of 85. Right now it's 66 out. So I will take a mid 80s high over, you know, a high of like 105, like we were getting for a bit. So not too bad. I am very excited for the fall. You know, pumpkin spice season. I'm a basic pumpkin spice girl. Cool with me. I'm excited for that. Also love like fall spices, you know? This is like probably my favorite time of the year. I'm excited for it to cool down even more. Then it'll be, you know, tracksuit season out here in the garage. We'll be matching velour tracksuits, so that'll be sweet. But dude, 72, not bad. For, you know, 8 a.m., that's not terrible. Hopefully not too humid. So that's not bad, man. Still have never been to Florida. Would be cool to take the kids to Disney World one time. I've been to Disneyland in California many times, but never Disney World. All good, see ya. All good, man. We'll see you when you get back. Heart rate's still just hammering away after these split squats. So we'll give it probably like another minute, and then we'll do our last grueling set of these before we get into our last couple exercises here. Oh. You know, Saturday morning, not a bad stream. I was doing Monday through Friday for our training days, but then on Wednesday, I had to go to the orthodontist. So I didn't train Wednesday, so it pushed everything back, but maybe a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday off, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. That's not a bad training schedule, not a bad streaming schedule either. Maybe we'll give that a whirl instead of Monday through Friday, little rest day in between upper and lower. Help with recovery, still get 2 rest days. Yeah, we'll see. Also kind of depends on how much of a beating work is, but I don't want to mess with the schedule too much. I want to try and be as consistent as I can. So, do yoga? Yeah, there's a woman on YouTube that I really like. Her name's Yoga with Adriene, and she's a really big channel. Like, she has like millions of subs, and every January she does a 30-day yoga challenge, and she has a playlist of like the last couple years of her doing this, and I've done them a couple times where, you know, starts pretty mellow, then progressively gets a little more intense as you go along, and then she does some core work and stuff, and I really like her channel, and she has like a very soothing voice. So having headphones in and just setting up my computer and following along for 20 to 30 minutes, depending on how long the practice session is, but she's a good one. I definitely recommend checking her out on YouTube. Okay. Okay, last set of these. Each leg. Gotta lock in. Okay, here we go. Whew, okay, one more, here we go. Oh, okay, come on. Oh. Okay. Oy. Oh. I am so out of breath. Oh my God. Ugh. Yeah, dude, highly recommend yoga. Also, dude, the James Chris method. I remember, haven't done it in a while, but your James Chris, your mark on this stream is everlasting. With your shoulder and chest stretch. Whew. Man, I'm out of breath. Okay, so that's split squats. 2 sets of 10, 45 pounds in each hand. Quads, some glutes, adductors and abductors. After hitting some belt squats, man, what a beating. But now we have 2 more exercises. One for hamstrings and one for quads on the good old leg extension / hamstring curl attachment for our bench. So this will be our last little bit here. I'm going to let my heart rate come down just a little bit before we really start diving into these. And I'll do a quick check. Wow, what an honor. Dude, James Chris, the honor is ours, you know? The honor is ours for the impact you have made on our stream and my shoulder mobility. Although, again, to be fully transparent, have not done that stretch since I last saw you, which was, however long ago. So your contribution is forever remembered, though not always acted upon, I guess. Shapes, I saw your message. Just give me, I don't know, like a minute and a half, and I'll take a look. And then we need, what did we say we were doing? 85? So we'll need some 10s. So we got this guy, 80, and 5. 85, okay. All right, let's see. It's totally cool and all right. Thanks, I appreciate your understanding. Okay, so my app has me doing sets one set, then repeat instead of 2 sets of this or that, then on to the next. Shapes, do you mean it just has you doing, instead of 2 sets of this or that? So I guess I'm kind of confused. Are you saying that the app has you just doing 1 set of every exercise? Is that what you mean? I'm not totally following. My app has me doing sets 1 set, then repeat. Oh, okay. So you're saying, like, as an example, and correct me if I'm wrong, like you're doing like 1 set of curls, and then you'll do like 1 set of bench, and then 1 set of leg extensions, and then go back to do 1 set of curls, 1 set of bench, 1 set of leg extensions, like that. So it's like 1 set per exercise, 1 set per exercise, 1 set per exercise, then go back to the beginning, 1 set, 1 set, 1 set. Is that it? Yes. Okay, gotcha. And is there like a, are you doing like full body training each training session, or is it like Monday is, we'll say like push day, so you're doing like 1 set of bench, 1 set of triceps, 1 set of shoulders, then back to 1 set of bench, 1 set of triceps, 1 set of shoulders? Like, are there like complementary muscle groups being worked in the same training session, or is this like full body training? And then the follow-up question is like, how much rest are you taking? Or is it like, hey, don't take any rest, Okay, yes to full body, or yes to like complementary muscle groups all at the same time? Sorry. Today you have quads, hams, and calves. Got it. Okay, cool. It breaks it up. Okay, so I think, there's value in that type of training. I think, like for like training efficiency, if you have like everything set up where it's easy to do, Complementary, yep, where it's easy to go like, oh, like if you're like at a commercial gym where, you know, the hamstring curl is right next to the leg extension, right? Where you can sit, you know, bang out your extensions, then sit, bang out your hamstring curls, you know, then go hit your calves, then come back. In terms of like time efficiency, that's probably a pretty good way to train. If you're doing a circuit like that for like 3 sets, and you're taking, you know, like no break in between, right? Your heart rate would get going pretty good because you're training like complementary movements. Like if you did chest and back, if you did quads then hams, if you did a bicep then a tricep, where you're not, you know, exhausting your hamstrings doing leg extensions. There's some value to that. I think if you like training that way, there's nothing wrong with doing that. You know, the best training protocol is the one that you will stick to and adhere to. So if that's how you like to train, there's no issue with it. Typically, my recommendation and how I think of like structuring my training and programming are what for that training day, like what are the muscles or movements I'm trying to develop the most during this like gaining phase that I'm in, where I'm trying to put on weight. So for me, delts, so shoulders is big, lats for me is pretty big, and then just like legs in general. And when you are fresher in the workout, you typically want to do those muscles that you're emphasizing or putting, you know, greater stimulus towards at the beginning, because you're fresher, you have more energy, and that's how I think of things. Also, I try and keep my compound movements earlier in my training session. So a compound movement is like a bench press, a squat, a deadlift, an overhead press, a front squat, a leg press, a hack squat, right? Multi-joint movements that you can overload and kind of like track progress over time. Those are also things I'm looking to do earlier on in my training session, because as you get later, like if we would have done, we'll use today as an example, had we have done split squats first, probably would have gone a little bit better, but then our belt squats would suffer because of the fatigue that I accumulated doing the split squats. So again, I feel like you asked like a pretty straightforward question, and I'm giving you like the most long-winded answer. Basically, TLDR, if you like training this way and you're making progress and you like it, stick to it. There's nothing wrong with it. If you are looking to bias and emphasize certain muscle groups over others as you're like looking and evaluating your physique, then it might make sense to put the movements that train those specific muscles earlier on. And instead of doing a circuit, maybe you just do 3 hard sets in a row, and then you do the circuit for the last couple exercises, is my thought. It all depends on, again, dude, if you like training this way, don't mix things up, you know? There's no point in adjusting something that isn't broken or making changes. Like I used to train push-pull legs, and 6 days a week training was completely unsustainable for me. Just where I was at in life, and like with this stream, sorry if that was loud, and everything. And so I changed it to fit my life, and now we're upper lower push-pull legs. And I can adhere to this training program much better than I could the other one. So, and I'm getting more enjoyment out of training this way than I was before. So we're gonna stick with this. So, I don't know, I hope that was helpful. I hope I didn't ramble too long. So, okay, 12 to 15, here we go. man. Oh. It was helpful. Okay, good. I'm happy that was helpful. And not too much information to where it just got more confusing. But yeah, if you like training that way, keep at it. This guy over there, and we'll move our camera. We'll go. How's this looking? Yeah, that'll work. Got to get our straw hat flag. Ooh. Well, dude, good job on getting started, man. That's awesome. I think we've probably talked about this before. Just got to make sure you're eating enough protein, you know. Not saying you have to like go crazy and track every single thing, but you know, carbs and fat and all of that. But when you're just starting out, you can make some of the best gains the quickest. And so making sure you're fueling up and eating enough and prioritizing protein is a really great place to start. And then you can get crazy. I mean, you don't have to do this, but I like have a food scale and I weigh like every little thing, and it's like kind of OCD about everything, and it's tough with a wife who's an incredible cook and, you know, wants to make these very delicious meals, and then I'm like, we gotta weigh everything out. And so gotta have balance. And that's something I'm working on as well when it comes to I don't want to say my relationship with food, but how I view food and eating and all of those things. I don't know, probably more OCD than I need to be about it. But so far things have been working, so maybe my craziness is panning out in the long run. Who knows? We will see. Okay. We have one more. That's good. I mean, hey, you guys said my calves were looking bigger, so I mean, something must be working. The programming, the nutrition, tracking all my macros and everything for months and months and months. Not trying to put on too much weight too quickly. If the calves are looking bigger, it must be working. All right. Here we go. See ya, you joined just in time to, you know, keep complimenting my calves. So you're right on schedule. Okay. Last exercise. Nice, dude. What's for dinner? Dude, so crazy you're talking about dinner when I am eagerly awaiting getting some breakfast here in a few minutes. Thinking maybe a little egg sandwich, you know? Get some bread, nice little toast on it. Scramble up some eggs, maybe a little bit of cheese. Ooh-wee. Maybe some, I don't know if we have tapatio. I know we have some sriracha. Maybe put a little sriracha on that bad boy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. That's the good stuff. All right. Last couple sets. Ooh, that sounds good. Stir-fried salmon, chicken, veggies, and rice. That sounds awesome. That sounds really good. I do love salmon. Fish in general is just very, very good. But that sounds great, man. Whew, alrighty. Last exercise, we have good old-fashioned leg extensions, 2 sets, again 12 to 15, 100 pounds on. Wrapping these up, or this leg day up, with some good old quads after frying our hamstrings. So let's get these knocked out. Oh, jeez. Oh. Dude, shapes for real. Sia is eating good, man. That sounds very delicious. See, how long are your shifts? Do you work 12s? Like, are you like 3 12s in a row or something? Or is it like you're constantly on call? I don't know. I'm pretty unfamiliar with your profession, so I'm curious. Oh, you do 12s. Man, that's a long shift. I mean, do you get overtime too? Like time and a half or anything? Whew, all right. Some do 24-hour shifts. Dang, man. That is very long. And you don't get overtime. Wow. You're just out there working away. Man. Yeah, that's got to be tough. Whew, all right. Let's get our last set done. I am pretty beat after this leg day. Thank you guys for sticking it out with me while we hammered these legs. All right. God. Oh, James Chris, dude, have a great Saturday, man. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you. I appreciate you being here, man. Hope you have a lovely and relaxing Saturday. Well, dude, here's a little streamception. You guys can look at yourselves on the stream house while I adjust the old camera. There we go. Oh. The OG MeatHaus banner. Whew. Sorry, I'm literally right behind the camera. I'm just putting some, I guess I could go like this. Now that I raised the legs on this camera, there we go. Go like that. I'm just trying to put some stuff away so the next time I come out here, there's not a bunch of crap in the way. Alrighty. But overall, I mean, very solid leg session for today. My quads and hamstrings are pretty fried. I'm looking forward to eating here in the next couple minutes and also not training tomorrow and having a rest day before we get right back into it on Monday for our upper body session. And I saw somebody on YouTube talk about how training is basically like a, what do you call it? Like, you guys know Sisyphus, right? The Greek mythology, the guy who was, you know, damned by the gods to always push a boulder up a hill, and then right when he gets to the top, it rolls back down and crushes him and goes all the way back down to the bottom. And then the next day he wakes up and he's like pushing and pushing and pushing this giant boulder back up, and it knocks him down every single day, right? And I forget who I was listening to, but he equated like natural bodybuilding in the gym, kind of like a Sisyphusian, I guess is the phrase, a Sisyphusian task or punishment where every day, you know, you wake up, you know, hit your nutrition goals, hit your sleep goals, you know, recovery, you train, and you do all this work, and you're pushing and pushing and pushing, and then that boulder knocks you back down. So, and that's kind of how this is, you know, it's just like a never-ending, I don't want to say struggle, because it's kind of a privilege to be able to dedicate time to training and all of those things. So it's not really a punishment, but it's like the constant pursuit of a goal that is always, I don't want to say just out of reach, but you know, the joy in a lot of this is the kind of like day-to-day effort and the marginal changes you see week on week, and the updates to you know, your spreadsheet where you see strength gains, you know, from months ago to where you are today and all of those things. And yeah, I don't know. This is like, we're going way off on a tangent here, but I thought it was like, huh, that's a very interesting perspective for thinking about stuff. Fun fact here, in Singapore we do our greeting with, "Have you eaten?" That's cool. I don't know why society stopped promoting good bodies. Yeah. Dude, I don't know. We're in an interesting time, and yeah, things are kind of ebbing and flowing different ways, so we'll see what culture looks like. Oh, Taco Cellular. What up? Welcome to the MeatHaus. Happy Saturday. Debating if I should go to jiu-jitsu open mat. I mean, I feel like there is no debate, right? You got to go. You're up. You're already thinking about it. I mean, why not go? You know, you'll feel better having done it than, you know, dwelling on, should I have gone? Why didn't I go? Blah, blah, blah. Dude, I say go for it. If you're feeling good, as long as you're not injured, I say you got to go for it. That's my take. If you were looking for someone external to give you the push and motivation to go, I say we go. Shapes, he's saying go. Yeah, but I might get killed. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of a risk in a martial art like that. You could get killed. That is true. But I think in a controlled environment with a good rolling partner, I think you'll be all right. You know, just tap before, you know, you start seeing stars, and before, you know, your vision gets all blurry, and I think you'll be all right. I still say you go. And I can't imagine, you know, an open mat, your rolling partner is going to be going 100% right out the gate, you know? Do I do jiu-jitsu? No, not at all. I have zero combat sport experience. I know nothing. Dude, I've watched a little UFC, and that's about it. Too fat for that? I mean, I'm too much of a wimp. Nothing about a combat sport personally appeals to me. In high stress situations like that, I'm more of like a fainting goat, you know, where they get scared and they just like freeze up and fall over. That's kind of me in those situations. So, but I still think you should go and have an awesome training session, have a good partner. You know, there's fat people that do jiu-jitsu and are really good. Yeah, I would believe that. Oh, dude, my legs are fried. Oh, sheesh. But man, I still think you go, man. I still think you go. I think you'll have a good training session. Are you a gi or a no gi kind of guy? And let's make sure our spreadsheet is up to date, and it is. And also, guys, I've got like 3 minutes, and then I got to get out of here. Only tried no gi on the street. Yep. Dude, that's one of the crazy things is like with how popular jiu-jitsu and like mixed martial arts in general and Krav Maga and all of that stuff has become. Dude, you never know who's trained walking down the street and who's not. Oh, Big Dog 508. Thanks for the follow, man. Welcome to the MeatHaus. We like to have fun here. Big dog. Woo, 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 woo. Not as big as judo. Judo is, it's all throws, right? It's stand up, gi on, all throws, I think. There's a show on Netflix. Yeah, no takedowns. Oh, and takedowns. Okay. I didn't realize that. Yeah, there's a show on Netflix called Physical 100, and it's a Korean show where they take like athletes, they take like CrossFitters, and there was a guy that was like a judo world champion, and his name was Mr. Ippon, I think. Yes, Mr. Ippon. And he was like some judo master, and there were some like MMA guys from Korea, and there's some like Americans and a couple Europeans that just like happen to live in Korea. And the amount of respect that everybody had for the judo guy was crazy. Like nobody wanted to compete against him because they knew they would just get their asses thrown around. And then the one guy that was like, I want to go against, you know, this Olympic gold or bronze medalist, I don't recall. And that guy got his shit rocked by the judo guy. And he just tossed him. So, yeah. Dude, Taco, if you, it feels funny calling you Taco. Taco Cellular, dude, I say stream it as well. You know, obviously ask the guys if it's cool, but be an interesting watch, that's for sure. Yeah, you can teach a new generation. I agree. And we can close that, and we'll just leave that up. Cool. Like being in tune with nature? Yeah. Oh, dude, see, you already had the inspiration. You just needed a little additional encouragement. So the inspiration was, as I'm wearing a My Hero Academia shirt, about to give a corny All Might speech. You had the inspiration all along. You're just a ghost. Hey, that's cool too. You know? Danny Phantom going ghost. Shout out early 2000s Nickelodeon. How are we doing time-wise? Doing good? I think we're doing good. I gotta send a quick text. All right. Only exists to protect your loved ones. That's it. I mean, that's an honorable goal. I agree with you 100%. As a something of a family man myself, so I feel that. Used to love Danny Phantom, so see, you might maybe pick up on this. We're playing with chalk in the backyard on the patio, and I was holding a piece of chalk, and I just had like a core memory of the show Chalk Zone. I don't know if you remember that. And I went in and talked to my wife, and I was like, "Do you remember Chalk Zone?" With that little kid. So that was fun. Kid with his magic piece of chalk. How many? I don't even remember how many. What was the kid's name? Rudy to Booty. That's right. Wow, there's 4 seasons. Dang, I did not realize that. Check that out. Say what? Chalk Zone was a Nickelodeon show back in the day. And yeah, he had the blue guy that he drew. His buddy, who had like the mask and the bandana that he drew out of chalk. Yeah, good times. Yeah, see? Dude, all of us 90s people remember Chalk Zone. But guys, dude, the family's calling, so we got to end the stream. But I appreciate you guys being here. Dude, Taco Cellular, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate it. Big Dog 508, thanks for the follow. Sia, Shapes, everyone else, appreciate you guys being here. Always appreciative of the support. Hey, Taco Cellular, thanks for the follow. Welcome to the MeatHaus. We like to have fun here. And we will be off tomorrow. We will be back on Monday. We also, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I mostly just look at memes and all that stuff. The Discord, we need to spend more time on. I keep saying this and I haven't done much, but we will dedicate some time to it. And yeah, so with that, guys, again, appreciate you all being here. I'll see you Monday for upper training. Y'all have been great. We've been the MeatHaus. I'm gonna go get some breakfast. Have good Saturdays. I'll talk to you later. Finger guns. And have a nice Final Fantasy 14 cat girl kind of day. And I'll see you later. Finger guns again.